Welcome to Comics with Dan. This is the Comics Commute number 27. This is another unique week because I didn't have any pulls last week, and the only thing I've really read is I made progress on Sandman, and in addition to that, I have a handful of books that I read that I did individual reviews for. However, I do have a lot of books that I will be picking up tomorrow or today when this comes out. So I'm excited for those, and we'll definitely talk about those. So my pulls for this week are Absolute Power number 2, Batman Scooby-Doo Mysteries number 8, Cowl 1964 number 1, The Pedestrian number 1, Space Ghost number 4, and Star Wars Inquisitors number 2. So it is, for me, that's a huge week. That's a lot happening all in 1 week. So I'm really excited about it. They're all good books. What's interesting is that I got an advanced copy of Cowl 1964, and I got an advanced copy of Space Ghost number 4. And they're both great. So I was excited about that. I loved both of them. But of the 6 books, I've already read 2 of them, so that's kind of funny. But yeah, so let's get into it. So Absolute Power number 2. I was actually really surprised by Absolute Power number 1. I thought that it was going to be another boring event, but I really like where they're going with the first issue, and I've been anxiously awaiting the second one. I saw some people online complaining about the Dan Mora's his page with the screen that's showing all the characters at once, and it's just like, thankfully some people came to his defense, saying that, like, look, it's a page with like 30 character faces on it, and it's an interior page. It's like he's not going to be able to give as much detail and hit his quota, or hit his deadline rather. It's stupid to complain about that. All right, yeah, it's like, yeah, a lot of their faces look the same, but it's like, come on, like, just have some chill. All right. I mean, like, he's got to be the hardest working artist in comics. He pumps out 2 books a month, and has for like a few years at this point, I think. That's still crazy. I find it hard to believe he's not completely burned out already. So, but anyway, so the previews look good. I'm dying to know what happened to John Kent, or what's happening to John Kent. They're gonna make me buy that one shot that has him in it. I really want to know, because I mean, he hasn't been all that interesting lately. I mean, they tried to make him interesting with the 6-issue series that Tom Taylor did, that had the Injustice stuff, right? And that was, in my opinion, a pretty big flop. So, but I mean, I'm more interested in John Kent now than I have been in a while. I'm not sure if I'm going to grab any tie-ins for Absolute Power. I grabbed Batman last month, but I'm just not sure if it's one I'm going to follow. I might leaf through it when I pick up my books and see if I want to grab it. The premise, from what I understand, is that they have to, like, find him, and Catwoman have to do some kind of heist thing. They have to, like, find something. I don't know, but it sounds like an interesting enough premise. But like I said, this is a big week for me already, so I'm not sure that that adding another book is gonna do it for me. Batman Scooby-Doo Mysteries number 8. So I actually haven't gotten number 7 yet. My storage, it must have fallen through the cracks of their order or something. I don't know what happened, but I'm hoping that they'll have 7 and 8 for me when I go to pick up, which would be great. And like I've said probably 1,000 times, is that this is the best value in comics. $2.99 for just fun. Just every month it's fun. So I'm really excited about that one. I'm excited that I we'll get 2 issues of it. My kids were pretty bummed out that they didn't get a Batman Scooby-Doo Mysteries last month, so hopefully they'll be extra excited about the double issue this month. So next on my pull list is Cowl 1964 number 1. So I did already read this. However, I am thinking about doing a quick video about the art in this book, just because I love the style that Rod Reese uses. It's just he has this style that looks like it's painted, but it's not. I actually asked him, and he said he works completely digitally, which I think is really interesting. And I always find it interesting when artists color their own work. Obviously, coloring is a very specific and concentrated art form, and a good colorist goes a long way. But I do find it interesting when a penciler gets to use basically he colors it himself, and I think that adds sort of a little bit of depth to it. But so the art in this book is fantastic. The changes in art from Cal to Cal 1964 are all positive. The story is great. It's every bit as dramatic and has as much political intrigue as the original Cal. In addition to that, if you haven't read Cal, so there's a few things, right? They're coming out with a new printing of the first and I think second volumes of Cal. So that will help you catch up. So unfortunately, since I posted my review, omnibus.com has shut down. So there's no longer those digital versions available. I don't know if there's another version elsewhere. I originally read this on Hoopla, so if you want to try to catch up there, you can do that. But like I said, they'll also be reprinting these, which I definitely plan on picking up physical copies, because I have digital copies from the Humble Bundle that they did not that long ago. But yeah, so I mean, this is every bit as good as the original was. I heard that it recently got changed from a 3-issue series to a 4-issue series, so that's cool. And so we'll see where it goes. It definitely picks up where not directly after where Cal left off, but it doesn't leave any of those cliffhangers dangling, let's put it that way. I forgot to mention in the intro that I actually also got a review copy of The Pedestrian. So it's actually 3 of the 6 books that I'm picking up today I've actually already read. So still very exciting. The Pedestrian is next on my list, and it's so funny. It's such a good book. I reviewed this one as well. Like this premise of a speed walking living legend, a myth. It's just too funny. I mean, it's a superhero that strictly obeys pedestrian laws, right? It's such a funny concept, but Joey Esposito somehow takes this really funny concept and turns it into, it's a really good book. It's not just, oh, look how goofy this is, look how funny we are for making a speed walking. I mean, obviously it's a little bit of that, but it's a good quality story too. I mean, we're getting serious character development from these people, and it's too funny. It's such a good book. I'm really, really excited to get my hands on my physical copy of it. And I'm hoping that at Baltimore Comic Con that I can get my hands on one of those exclusive variants, especially the one that has like the giant walk symbol on it. I'm really excited for that one. So we'll see how that goes. I think you can order some of those variants from Magma Comics website. So I would definitely recommend picking those up. If you haven't pre-ordered it, then you should definitely get online and get yourself one of those copies. The next item on my list is Space Ghost number 4. And I think that when Space Ghost was announced, I was very interested to see, okay, when's Zorak coming back? And so here it is, issue number 4, Return of Zorak. And Pepos writes him so well. So Zorak's not joking around here. He's like this cult leader, and he has this really creepy and sort of almost flamboyant dialogue that is just, it's perfect. I love every bit of it. I got a review copy of this one. It was awesome. I still can't wait to get my hands on the physical copy because it's just, the art was beautiful, and there's nothing quite like holding an actual physical copy in your hands. So I'm really excited for Space Ghost number 4. What I'll say is you don't need to read Space Ghost 1, 2, or 3 to understand what's going on here. You can hop right in, which is great. Now, 4 and 5 are a 2-part sort of story arc, so you probably won't be able to grab 5 and know what's going on. But I think Pepos is trying to make this as new reader friendly as possible, where you can just jump on and talk about and read whatever issue you want to start with. And the last book on my list is Star Wars Inquisitors number 2. So I picked this book up because, like, as I said in the I think about a month ago when I picked up number 1, I picked this book up because I'm hoping that Cal Kestis shows up. I still think he will. But I actually Tensu Run, the Jedi that is sort of the main protagonist in this book, is a good character. I mean, Rodney Barnes does a good job in issue number 1, fleshing out this character who's become this sort of living legend, and he's not sure if he wants to have this status and have this weight on his shoulders, but he does it anyway. He shows that he's tempted to run. He's flawed, which is good. It's good to see a flawed character try to push through. But so issue number 1, right off the bat, really good character development. Especially not this doesn't happen with all Star Wars media, but there can be instances where it's more of a look how cool this is instead of actually developing characters. So that's definitely appreciated in this book. And so I'm happy to pick up issue 2. I think that issue 1 was $5.99, and so now this one's $4.99, which it's nice that it's $1 less, but $4.99 still. I mean, we need to get down to $3.99, or let's get a word from Scooby-Doo, a Batman Scooby-Doo, and make it $2.99. But either way, it's a quality book, so I can't complain too much. So yeah, Star Wars Inquisitors number 2. Really excited about where that one's going, so we'll see. So I think I'm gonna put a pause on the Comics Commute trivia, just because I don't really get any responses for it, but that's fine. So I don't even remember what last week's question was, but I'll get back to it eventually. I still really like the idea. I think it's just that the viewer base for the Comics Commute just isn't quite large enough, at least where I'm able to ship the reward, the giveaway prize to. So I'm going to take a break on the Comics Commute trivia. What I'll do for New Mutants number 87 is I think I'll make it so like a 300 follower giveaway. So I'll be posting a short on that in a little bit to show that I'll be giving that away. And so, yeah, I think that's all I had. Like I said, it's a big week. I'm excited for it. I'm going to try to be responsible and not pick up any additional books on top of the 6 that I'm already getting, possibly 7 if you count Batman Scooby-Doo Mysteries number 7 from last week. But, we'll see. I mean, is there really such thing as too many comics? Some people would say yes, but I don't think I'm one of those people. So, all right, make sure you like the video. Make sure that you subscribe. Check out my other videos here. And thank you for watching. The humble bundle that they did.